I have some clients that come in and they're like, my husband doesn't know that I'm doing this.
Do you think there's a beauty service that is either overdone or underutilized?
Filler. I
Oh.
feel like people go in. I will absolutely say no if I have clients that begin to take it too far.
I saw someone online say like they had gotten a business coach or something. The business coach told them that they needed to get a BBL.
Look, I have questions. What is the business?
Hey friend, and welcome to This Is Not Content, where we talk about the parts of content that usually we do not post about. And today I have Miss Dajah.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing fabulous. How are you?
I am good. I'm
You look
so
good.
excited to have, and vice versa. Do you hear me? You look great.
Thank you, baby.
Listen, I want to start us off with a quick game. We're going to do some hot
Okay.
takes, just to loosen us up a bit, okay?
Okay.
So just let me know your thoughts on, these are things that people typically say online related to your industry. So
Okay.
let me know your
Okay, this
thoughts.
is
No
cute.
pressure.
Okay.
The first one, natural beauty online is usually still highly curated beauty.
Absolutely. I agree.
I agree
110%.
as well.
I mean, we have filters. TikTok has a filter where you just open the app.
yes.
People have on makeup. People blur things. Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
naturally curated. I'll
Even
say.
now with AI, it's getting insane.
AI is scary.
It is scary.
It's
I'm I'm nervous about it.
I'm excited to use it in the right way, but I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
You
So,
won't catch me AI dancing in a video
I
just for
mean-
vibes. Like
I do love the babies though.
the babies are cute.
And I will say, like the Facetune and Face app and things like
Mhm.
that, I feel like it could, like even a lot of the professional lenses and cameras and things have their own type of
Yeah, like
smoothing filter
soft
on them.
retouch. Yeah, for
so
sure.
I'm not always mad at them, but
Yeah.
it's absolutely curated.
I agree. The next one is social media changed what people think about aging.
Yeah. I agree.
I love that
I
reaction.
do. I know, because it's like there's so many ways you can take this right. It's like,
Yeah.
yes, social media has changed the way people view aging.
Mhm.
But I feel like we have some positive kind of approaches to it too, like the Alicia
Yeah.
Keys and like the no makeup.
Yes.
Or you look at like a Tracy Ellis Ross, who's still
Mhm.
beautiful with every fine line and freckle,
Yeah.
and so I feel like we're seeing the good in it too.
Mhm.
But of course there is some people that want to stay 25 forever. I'm not gonna lie, I'm 30 and I've been 25 for the last 5 years, but that's my business.
Listen, I turned 30 in June. I'll stop counting after that.
Exactly. And that's
Just
your
know I
business.
look good.
That's it.
Don't worry about that. It's just know I
That's
look
it.
good.
And I think that too, that with social media, it's kind of giving us the possibility to see like you can still be 50 and fabulous.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I like that. There's positive approach
Yeah.
to it too.
I agree. The next one is being attractive has become a part of entrepreneurship.
Oh, 100%. Oh my God. Yeah. No, am I the problem? No, it absolutely
agree.
is. It is. You have to, because especially if you're in an industry like beauty, like for instance, I'll use hairstylists. I'd
Mhm.
never go to a hairstylist that I never see done. I'm not saying you have to be done at work.
Yeah.
But like in real life,
Yeah.
like let me know that you're actually growing your own hair.
It's almost like proof in the pudding.
Exactly.
I think
Exactly.
it's important. I used to always say, and this is gonna sound crazy when I say it, but in my agency, I used to always say, you wouldn't take business advice from somebody who doesn't look like they do good business.
Come on now.
So
Same.
look the part.
Same.
You
And
have
then
to
I
look the
think
part.
too, taking care of yourself in the beauty industry is so much deeper than just what we look like, right?
I agree.
You truly care about yourself.
Yeah.
I care enough that I may spend an hour just getting dressed.
Yes.
From the skincare routine to making sure my shoes match my outfit. Like I care about myself a lot to do
Yeah.
that. And I actually care about you because I'm not going to show up in here with a headscarf on.
Yeah.
So,
Don't get me started on this head scarf and bonnet topic.
at 2,
I-
2 p.m. But that's,
In the grocery store. I'm not a fan, but hey,
no one should be.
Yeah.
And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. No one should be. We should care a little bit more. We should care a little bit more. Just a tad bit more.
I think it's okay with say. For some reason, social media makes it feel like that's not an okay thing to say. I think that's very reasonable.
I think that social media has also made people so sensitive. Like
Yes.
we make too many opinions Bible, but I feel like we're too sensitive to too many things also.
Yeah.
Because you should not. If my grandma see you not get dressed in the morning and you running out to the store and you got that headscarf on in the pajamas,
Listen,
she gonna do you in.
I will take off my bonnet to walk to my car.
You should see me taking out rollers to drop my kids off to school. I don't be happy about it, but I do it.
You have to do it.
So
It's all
yeah.
about decorum. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
20s is the perfect time to start Botox. Is there a quote unquote perfect time?
I don't think there's a perfect time.
Okay.
I think that 20 sometimes can be a little bit too young to start Botox.
Okay.
Depending on the person.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like some people, like I'll use it for example, like my daughter, she's 1.
Mm-hmm.
I promise she has the strongest 11s in the world. Would I give my 1-year-old Botox? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
So I don't think there's a perfect time.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a preference when you should do it based off of how you feel and what you're ready to correct in that moment.
I like that.
So I think 20 is young. I mean, if I have a 22-year-old that comes in and say, hey, I want a full face of Botox, depending on the severity of her wrinkles, I may or may not give her, I'm not gonna give her a full dose of Botox. And I may say no, depending on what it looks like.
Oh, that's interesting. So you do reject people?
Oh, for sure.
Really?
All the time.
Is it based on kind of what you said, like where they are in their skincare journey and how everything is setting?
Absolutely. It's what their facial structure looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I also take into consideration personality, right? If I know someone that comes in and it may be showing signs of body dysmorphia and different things like that,
okay.
like I will say, hey, this is something I think that you need to actually sit on, think about, to be able to make an informed decision.
Yeah.
Not just off of the whim of like what this is, or you have unrealistic expectations. Because some people will come in and be like, I want to like Beyonce, and it's like, sis, that's not in our bingo cards today.
That's a strong comparison. Let's give you a little something to make you look like you.
So I will absolutely say no if I have clients that begin to take it too far. If they're at the point we've done full face, we've touched everything that we could touch, and I truly don't feel like there's anything else that I could do, or if it's going to begin to take it outside of what I consider my artistry, I'll be like, no, I think you're fine.
I like that. I think that's important. And then the last one is transparency in beauty treatments is needed online. I'll be honest, I have kind of mixed feelings. As an outsider, I have mixed feelings.
I don't think it's anybody's business. I think that what you want to do when you want to do it is your business, and what you decide to share with the world is your preference, and it's not everyone's business what you have
I
done.
agree with.
I have some clients that come in and they're like, my husband doesn't know that I'm doing this, and if you need us to check this out as a facial, we'll do that for you, because that's your business. Now what you got going on with your husband at home don't got nothing to do with me.
Please don't involve me.
Also, but it's also not everyone's business. And if some people don't want to be posting on social media with their treatments and things like that either, and I believe in discretion. It's not, you don't have to tell everybody. The same way if I want to tell everybody that this is my hair, it's my hair.
Listen,
whatever
I say belongs to me.
Exactly.
Believe me.
Exactly. And then I had someone make a really good point. It was it was Dante, my makeup artist. Shout out to him. He said, what do some people get out of being honest about those things? So if you have
that is a good point, because people ask for honesty, and then when you give it to them, they'll read you up and down about why you shouldn't have done it. That's such a good point.
And I felt the same way. I said, I never thought about it from that perspective. But if there's a celebrity that has done X, Y, and Z, she's in the business of entertainment. She's not in the business of beauty and artistry. I guess artistry to a certain extent, but she's not in the business of cosmetics, right? Let's say that. Yeah. Why does she have to tell you what she's done to her face?
That's such a good point. I think now we're in a time where I feel like, and this could have just been because I was younger, but I feel like when I was younger, that kind of stuff wasn't really talked about. Yeah. And now it's like, come with me to get my Botox touched up on TikTok. And I'm like, I know that's right.
And I appreciate that there is a better light to it, because I feel like it also gave me, when I was entering the industry, something to research, right? Something to look at and something to kind of develop, because I feel like it was such a gate-kept industry, and still is to a certain extent. So I appreciate the people who are open and honest, that do share things, but I also respect people that's not what they're doing it for. It's not for other people, it's for themselves.
I like that. So for people who don't know you, how would you describe yourself?
Ooh, I am fantastic. No, I am fantastic. But so I'm Dajah Barkley. I am a mother. I'm a wife. I'm an entrepreneur, and I am an overall human.
Oh, I like that.
I have other titles I can name off. I'm a registered nurse, family nurse practitioner student.
Nice.
But I'm a girl who loves girls.
I'm a girl who loves girls. That's so cute. Literally.
And I'm blessed to be in the industry, or to have built a career and built a life around being able to lean into truly being a girl.
I like that. Yeah. I think aesthetics overall is really such a girly industry.
It's a girl's thing.
I love that.
God created it for me. I know he did. I know he did.
So it's obviously an industry that is talked about a lot. Everybody has their own opinions. Everybody has their own stigmas. I think there's also a lot of misinformation.
Absolutely.
What's something that you think is often misunderstood about whether it's aesthetics, whether it is facial, Botox aesthetic, whether it's overall, any of it?
So I feel like my number one thing is people are afraid to get these aesthetic treatments because they feel like they're going to look fake.
Yes.
I think that's the number one thing I hear. It's absolutely false. Depending on who you go to does depend on your outcome and your results, you know. But you're not going to look fake just because you get these things done. I think there can be an approach, which is the approach that I take, that there's sometimes we have things that we don't like, things that we just naturally can't prevent or we can't do anything about, and we want the help. Yeah. And I'm just there to help the girls that want the help. Now, we could do full glam too, but you know, my approach is a lot more natural because I like what I look like. I know there are things that I want to change, but I still like overall who I am. And I have a lot of clients that that's their same approach. So with that, I make sure that we still just enhance the things that we can enhance for them, you know?
I like that. I love that it's becoming not so taboo.
Yeah.
Because when I say, so for context, I recently got Botox for the first time a couple weeks ago. I was so excited. But I always knew I wanted to get something in my 11s because they were atrocious. They were atrocious. And I went and I ended up getting that in just forehead. So nothing major.
Okay. How do you love it?
Have you ever heard the TikTok sound where it's like, okay, that's you, but me? Oh, I'm finna turn it. After it's set, I said, oh, this is what the girls were doing. Bad. I loved it.
Botox is one of my favorite treatments.
I don't think I'll ever go back.
No, I don't think anyone should. I think when you start, I'm telling you, some days I look at people and I'm not one of those people that be like, oh my God, you need Botox. And sometimes I'm like, you could really benefit from some Botox. You're sitting here telling me that you'll never do these things and it'll help you.
When I say it was so bad, I already naturally in my resting form look mean. But then the way I was always frowned up, I'm like, if I needed just to stop scaring people, I'll get it because I am frowning all day.
I love that for you. It looks good.
Thank you.
And see, you don't look fake. You look like yourself.
Yes.
It just sometimes it just gives us like this little lift. I feel like it's my like secret skincare thing too.
Yes. So I'll tell you what it didn't necessarily scare me because I knew for a fact I was going to get Botox.
Yes.
I was never scared. I knew it was coming whenever I could. But I think along that, I think people confuse Botox and filler a lot.
Absolutely.
In the face.
Absolutely.
So can you describe what is kind of the difference for people who don't know?
Absolutely. So Botox is a neuromodulator. The way it works is you put it inside of the muscle. So the muscle movement is what actually causes the wrinkles. So if you relax that muscle movement temporarily, it's going to relax the wrinkles. Now, if you have these like static lines and things that sit a little bit deeper that have been over time, it may take a little bit longer, but for the most part, it can relax those wrinkles, hence relaxing the muscle and giving this overall kind of smooth appearance, but it's more of a liquid form. So filler, on the other hand, ranges from a texture of sauce to jelly. Like it can be that level of the texture of it or the consistency of it. It just ranges depending on what type of filler it is. But typically you use filler to feel or contour or the area itself. So you're almost like you're adding a substance versus with Botox, you'll be relaxing that muscle. And it's more like I said, it's more of a liquid or substance. Or honestly, like you can look at it like a medication. It's all aesthetic medicine. But you could look at it like a medication that's going to go inside that muscle to relax the muscle versus something that you're going to actually put in to help like kind of mold and adjust the area.
Interesting. I like that. Do you think there's a beauty service that is either overdone or underutilized?
Filler. I feel like people go in. I feel like people, I'll say some people, right? Some people, they do a little bit too much. They do it, they start it, and then they either have someone that's not willing to tell them no, or they get to the point where it gets a little addicting. And just, for the sake of, what I want to use, respectfully, it is easy to get addicted to taking care of yourself. And sometimes I look at it from that perspective, not necessarily that they have body dysmorphia or things like that, but more so that they like how this transformed them or how this enhanced them, and they want to continue to do it and not knowing when to have that hard stop. But I feel like that is where your provider, your service provider does come in to say like, hey, we're there.
That's a good point. Because when I went, obviously it was my first time, so I knew I didn't want to do too much. But I was like, I was also considering something. She was like, oh, your smile lines are fine. I was like, oh, well, let me stick to what I know because I'm not the professional.
Good approach.
I have no clue.
And you have to have those people because there's so many things on our bodies and our faces and our lives that we can point out and say, oh, I don't like this, let me change it. Oh, I don't like this, let me change it. But it's like everything is truly just not worth changing. And that's where you have to be able to start developing that sense of self and that sense of love actually within yourself to say like, I'm okay with this, but I don't like this and I want to change this. And kind of have that person to be willing to do it for you. Something I feel like it's under service or we don't do enough is facials. I don't feel like we take care of our skin like we should. I honestly don't.
I was a victim. I recently, a couple months ago, I started getting monthly facials, so I'm better now.
Good, yes ma'am.
But I was a victim. Oh my gosh. I was a victim.
And it's so, honestly, it's so counterintuitive to go in and to put fillers and honestly Botox on places or things or areas that we're not taking care of. Because our skin can really make or break a face. Yeah. 100%.
And that's what I had to learn. I was kind of forced into it, I'll be honest. Because I did a brand partnership for a facial. And afterwards, I was like, do you guys do memberships? They said we do. I was like, I need one because I didn't know it could get this good. Yes. And I've been going ever since. I just treated my mom to one on Mother's Day as well. Oh, how beautiful. I'm trying to get all the girls in. I'm trying to get all the girls involved.
All the girls need to do the things.
It's so good.
It's a form of self-care.
I love self-care.
It makes you feel like you love yourself.
Yes. Like I'm taking care of, I am my biggest project.
Yes.
And you have to show up that way. And I think a lot of times people miss that.
One other thing I feel like we don't, I guess, what was the question? The question was underserved or underserviced. Or
yes.
I feel like we do not take into consideration our diet and about how we look too.
I am still a victim of that, okay?
That's okay. And we don't judge. We listen and we do not judge.
I appreciate that because
we do not judge. It
in the circle of my house, I judge myself a lot. I said it's getting ridiculous now.
But you know what they say? The first step is like knowing that you have a problem.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm taking the first step. I'm there.
That's it. Because I feel like so many times I have clients that come in and they say, "Oh, Dajah, I want like a snatched jawline." Yeah, and they'll sometimes be plus size, or even if they're not plus size, they may have this level of inflammation or their skin. They have this fullness in the jawline area. Yeah. And, I'm very transparent and I'll say, I could go in and I can take 6 to 7 syringes and build you a jawline on top of said fullness. Yeah. Or we can talk about some weight loss options. Yeah. And then you can naturally bring out the jawline that you have that's sitting under some of that fullness.
Fair. Do you do weight loss in your
Okay. I do. Okay. It's very it's a part of my comprehensive approach. So I like to, when I'm talking to my clients, when I do an assessment or a consultation, we talk about everything. Okay. I want to talk about everything. I want to talk about your daily habits. I want to talk about your diet. I want to talk about your skincare routine. Yes, I want to know. And the first question I ask you is what brings you in? And I want to hear it. I want to talk about your goals. But connected to your goals, I want to be able to tell you and give you information that, treatments that we can do here in office, procedures that we can do in office, but also some things that you can do at home that can kind of move you closer to those goals.
I like that. Don't be surprised if you see me.
I know. Come see me, girl. I was going to say, who did your Botox? But we ain't got to go there. We won't go there.
You're going to say, I'm going to be like, listen, the diet has not gotten better, but let me tell you, these 11s are back. So,
and it works in so many, like our diet and our labs and everything show up on our face and our skin in so many different ways that we don't always think about.
Yes, even stress. That's why I try to really, when I say I'm an advocate for a slow morning.
I love a slow morning.
You can see stress all over me. Don't let me get stressed out. You can see it all over me. But even like you said, in my skin, I'll start breaking out. Yes. I look tired. Under eye is crazy.
I feel like, and the reason I got into nursing, I've always felt like everything is everything. And it sounds so like, ooh, but like I truly believe it. I do. I believe in God, but I also believe that everything is everything, and everything that we do, it's kind of like the butterfly effect in a sense, right? Like everything makes everything just kind of,
it works together.
Things. It all works together. Yeah. And it's the same for like our bodies. Like when you're stressed, when you're going through things like that, it shows up everywhere. Yeah. I have one client, she gets stressed and she breaks out in hives. Like she gets nervous in hives.
That's crazy.
Like hives.
Behind stress.
Yeah,
you really have to control. I like how you said that everything is everything, because that goes into, stress can come from anywhere. It can come from your work. It can come from a relationship. It can come from kids. You have to really control.
Yes.
And be intentional about that.
And learn how to control, like develop emotional intelligence. I feel like so many
That's
people in
good.
today's society don't. We think that every reaction or every response, everything deserves a response or a reaction.
Yes.
And sometimes it doesn't.
That's big on
Usually it
social
doesn't,
media
actually.
too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
There's some
I'm the
reactions on the
queen
internet,
of
okay?
delete and block.
I was just telling somebody that literally.
I will delete
In my
and
corner
block
of the internet, you
you.
will not come acting crazy. This is do that on your
my
page.
world.
This is my world over here, okay? You won't stress me out.
Not at all. Not at all.
Not on my side of the internet. What's some of the common misconceptions that people have about fillers specifically?
Like I said, I think the biggest thing is like that they're gonna look fake, or they're gonna look fake, or that it is their face is going to stay in this. Like if we do this, it's gonna stretch their face out and stay that way.
How long does filler last, by the way?
It honestly depends on the product.
Okay.
Usually, what you see is about 12 to 18 months. That's textbook kind of product. What they say. Now, what I've learned from being in this industry, I've been in this industry now for about 5 years, and what I've learned is, it doesn't really go 100% away. Now, will you be at 100% when you come back and get your, like say if you come and you get your lips done and you come back in a year, you want to get your lips done. Now, all of that filler won't be there, but I do believe a good 10 to 15% is still there.
Really?
And sometimes you can feel it. Sometimes you can touch it. I mean, of course, ultrasound will be able to see like deeper into the tissues and the layers. But what happens is that filler, especially as being a substance, it kind of gets integrated with all the, the collagen and the fat and wherever the filler is placed for the particular day, it's all intertwined. So it doesn't all just like metabolize away, but a lot of it does metabolize away. And typically what happens being that it takes 12 to 18 months, right, to go into for the filler to technically dissolve or to metabolize out. Your skin has the opportunity during this time to be able to tighten back up. It's just like when you lose weight or you gain weight, of course, if you lose weight at a faster rate, sometimes you'll have that loose skin.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the skin, it tightens up on its own over time. Now you build that elasticity back, that collagen is still stimulated, it comes back. So yeah.
I like that.
Yes.
I saw recently, because I love to be in people's business. I saw recently you started doing men treatments.
Yeah.
How was that?
I love it.
Really?
I think because I'm such, because I'm such a girly girl and I like being a girl's girl, a lot of the things that I do, they attract more women than they do men.
I can see that
just
for sure.
Naturally, right? But I never stopped doing men treatments. I've been doing men treatments. My husband was some of my first models, like when it came on certain things. So I've always done men treatments, but it's just not advertised as much because men that get fillers or get Botox typically don't want to be on the internet. Yeah. They're like, this is what I do for me. And I'm like,
not my business to tell.
Process, that's fine. So they don't want to be as seen. So I've kind of come up with this I feel like now I have this boyfriend section in the salon where
cute.
What usually happens is the girls come in or the wives come in and they get their things done. And then they, their husbands or their boyfriends are like, you know what?
Let me try it.
You do men? And it's like, yes.
I'm glad you asked.
And, and then they try it. So I feel like I just don't have the approach where it always attracts men directly, but they do get I do have like a small amount of men that come get services done.
I can tell you really like what you do.
I love it. I've been I feel like I was born this girl.
Really?
My mom's a beautician. So I've always been
beauty through and through.
Through and through. Like this is real life. I'm not, you have the girls that perform and I don't fault them either. You do what you have to do. But I've always been obsessed with what the power a beautiful woman just controls. Like they control a beautiful woman. Like, first of all, we love our men, right? Yeah. But men, he said occasionally. But a beautiful woman has the aura sometimes to they can get any and anything, and everything out of anybody. Beautiful women, men, anybody, and you listen and you pay attention. I feel like the people that care enough to put that level and effort into keeping themselves up, they deserve everything that comes their way.
I agree. That kind of goes back to what we said about it being a part of being a business owner.
Exactly.
A part of being a content creator, a part of being public in general. You almost have to look the part.
You have to look the part, and you have to look the part, and you have to know that you look the part. There's an aura essence that comes with it.
Big difference.
Yeah.
Some people look the part and they have no idea. And I'm like, do you know who you are?
What? I see so many girls. I feel like the job that I do, and I used to be a makeup artist, by the way. So I think that too,
you are
kind
such
of
a
like,
girl's
no, I'm a girl.
girl.
I'm
That's
a girl.
so cute.
When I was in college, I did when I was in nursing school, I literally did makeup.
I love that.
I was makeup by Daisy. Everybody knew
That's
Daisy
so
for
cute.
doing makeup, and we made the things make sense for everybody. So as I got, as I graduated, when I graduated college, I was like, okay, I'm gonna put makeup to the side, and I'm gonna I'm going to hone in. I'm going to be this best nurse.
Yeah.
And I did. I was. And I just felt like, that part of me will come back to me when it's time. And it did. And I feel like it came back full force.
Full circle.
I'm here.
I love that.
I'm here.
I think another big misconception, and I don't know if we talked about it, is that people are getting now beauty services for everyone else and not for themselves.
Yes. Yes. It's kind of like the BBL era in a sense, right? Everyone's getting the BBLs, honestly, for the male gaze, because no woman was looking at some of that stuff and thinking it was attractive. I mean, some of them I've seen some good ones.
I've seen
some good ones.
Jung is doing some stuff I've never seen before. I will say that.
Him and also Chamada.
I haven't heard of
because I used to do cosmetic post-op. I'm telling you, I'm the girl.
Girl's
girl. And his work, he actually used to work, I don't know if these things, but we can say it. He used to work with Jung. So he was almost like Jung's understudy. And then he recently created his own business. I mean, and
I love that.
They know what they're doing.
They're doing it well.
And they're doing it well.
And it looks fantastic.
So good.
Yes.
So I'm glad that we've made it back to this kind of skinny BBL era, safely. Because, the girls were doing it, but they were doing ass shots and things like that. And it wasn't as in a safe condition. But I'm a fan.
I love that.
Fan.
I think that's a good point. We are kind of transitioning. And beauty, when I say it goes up and down, the trends change. Even some of the BBL girls, now you see them slimming down. They're removing fillers. They're removing whatever goes into BBL. 'Cause I don't know. But they're getting it all taken out. Because the trends just kind of go up and down.
They do. And I feel like we have to get back to, though, personality and individuality, because we're making all these major or these big changes to ourselves, into our life, into our face, into our body on the account of, like you said, for someone else, versus kind of going off of your personality. It's if that's your personality and that's who you are, then do it. And we love to see it. And like you said, you can look at someone and you can say, girl, you look good.
Yes.
Your aura feel good. Your energy good. This is everything. And then you could look at someone and say, now, what man told you to go out there and get this done? Or who did you see on Instagram who...
That's what it is. I think similar to the fillers, the Botox, the aesthetic, I think it's almost become a part of showing up. I saw somebody recently, I wish I knew who. It's probably better that I don't. I wish I knew who. I saw someone online say they had gotten a business coach or something. The business coach told them that they needed to get a BBL. And I was like, I don't know if that's what's on sale. I don't know if that's a part of it.
I was going to say, now look, I have questions. What is the business? What is the business? Sale? What is the business? Because I feel like that within itself, though, would make a difference. Because let's just say you're a fitness coach, right?
Yeah.
You're a fitness coach and you're telling girls, you're trying to teach girls how to get in shape, but you're fat. I understand you telling them hey.
Yeah.
Such thing as lipo. It's a different conversation.
What? Okay. So people are also upset about the fitness coaches getting the skinny BBLs, and that's a whole other side of the internet. The fitness world is kind of...
The fitness world is tough.
They tussle over there. I stay out of it. I work out in my privacy and leave them to it because they tussle.
But I feel like that is where it is important to be transparent. You know what I'm saying? I agree. I think that because in terms of surgery, right? I've had 2 kids. I've had 2 kids, 2 C-sections, did all the things... Thank you. Did all the things to, got to, was big.
Yeah.
Was big. And there's certain things that after you have kids or after you, you just can't kind of come back from. So let's just say if you had a fitness coach that did have kids and she did work out and she did all the things to get maybe to the certain size, but she goes and get a tummy tuck because that C-section scar is just not anything that she's going to be able to that, or now her muscles and her ribs are naturally from childbirth just open. You can't, there's no exercise that's going to put that back together. But I think that's where it does have to become this level of transparency to say hey, look, now I do the things, but
I did it this way.
This was to correct this, not this.
Yeah.
And if I was there and decided to get a little of that, then I still need to be honest about that though.
Yeah.
If I'm selling this, because I do
something
know
related.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I think that's a different conversation in terms of transparency. Like even for myself, I try to be very transparent about like what I've done and what I do, and say like, hey, these are tools.
Yeah.
But you
it's
still
not
have
the whole
to.
story.
It's not the whole story.
Yeah. I think the transparency is important. I do agree that it's really not anybody's business.
Right.
But maybe it's just because it's me. I don't mind being transparent. I'm like, listen.
I'm like,
if you got it and you want to invest in it, because I'm going to do whatever I want to do. So don't look at me to be the standard of,
exactly.
Natural. Don't look at me.
And what does that even mean anymore?
What does that mean?
I don't think it means anything.
I would agree. I would agree.
I think that the word natural, like we play it out so much, even in terms of skincare. Like, we're like, oh, this is 100% natural. And it's like, no, baby, you need some acid. You need products. Something has to get you clean. Yes. Like you don't get in the shower and just wash off with the water, say, I'm going
naturally
natural.
Clean.
No.
Get that soap.
Wash that ass.
Please. Get whatever you need to do.
To get clean. So I think that the word natural, as much as I do love natural, I guess I love when someone looks like them. I think that's what maybe it is. Maybe it's just whatever it looks and feels natural to you. Like it looks like you. It is you, but you take care of yourself. Because now, is anybody really natural?
I was going to say, I think natural is perception. Because I've also seen people saying like, oh, she showed up with no makeup. I'm like, I'm looking at contour. I'm looking at it.
That concealer. It's blended.
It's a natural look, but I promise you I can see.
It's blended.
I think it's all perception. People perceive natural to be a certain look when in reality, I don't think anybody really knows what natural really means anymore.
I don't. And I think that people sometimes just want to be really judgmental and have opinions on things that have nothing to do with them.
That's running rampant on the internet.
The internet is
running rampant.
The internet is a scary place.
It's getting out of control.
It's out of control.
It's getting out of control.
But what I've learned when it comes down to the internet is like, I use it for business. Of course, I'm a consumer, so I also watch. But I like to use it more so for motivation at this point, or aspiration, or information. Not necessarily that like I can have an opinion, but I'm not getting under anybody's post and giving share it. Anything negative, or there's trying to debunk a lot of unsolicited advice, and with people with no credentials. And I think that's where we're really moving in the wrong direction, because you have people giving like you said, fitness advice with big old BBLs. And I'm not talking about skinny BBLs, I'm talking about the thick ones.
They get the BBLs to give the fitness advice.
Give the fitness, or
and
to sell their ebook.
You have to work out.
Yes.
After I get the post. I get the post-op instructions. I promise I get it. However, I think to your point, it's the transparency thing.
It's the transparency. Or you have people that are giving medical advice and have no medical degrees. And this is where it gets dangerous.
It is tricky. Social media gives anybody a voice. And a platform. And I think also people, there's a book I read, I wish I could remember the name of it, but it was based about people giving their opinion based on their own perception of reality. And when I read that, I said, you know what? Actually, I don't care what anybody thinks, because in my world, what I'm doing makes sense.
Right.
I'm on the internet. I plan to continue to be on the internet.
Right.
I will continue this podcast. I will at some point be in media. So for you to tell me, oh, you shouldn't be touching your, why?
Yeah.
It's a standard for my reality, my perception. And I don't even know if standard is the word, 'cause it's not a requirement.
Right.
But it's something you're
doing for yourself.
Yeah.
Not for anyone else. It makes you feel good.
Yes.
You feel good, you look good, and that's what matters.
Yes.
I love that. And I wish people would. I like that people do have an opinion to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I do, because I also feel like not to even get like too socially deep, but I feel like there were a lot of things that the media once upon a time was able to control, and now they're not able to control those things, because you have people who are like, no, I was actually there. Yeah. This is my level of journalism. I'm about to show you.
Boots on the ground, okay?
And I love it. We need that. Yes, show me the other angle.
Yes.
I'm looking at all 5 angles of what happened.
Yeah.
Instead of this one angle that once upon a time the media was showing us. So I do like and admire, social media from that perspective.
Yeah. I think you have to approach social media with I wouldn't even say open mind. Mm-hmm. You have to be self-driven on social media, because I think if you don't have that on self-worth, that internal monologue, you don't really know who you are. You'll get lost under that.
And
because somebody will tell you, you look great in pink, you need to wear pink, and you'll take it as gospel. I'm
literally.
like, I like a little yellow. Like, thank you for your opinion, but.
And then know who you're talking to. Like,
yes, and who you're not.
And who you're not.
Yes.
I'm the quickest person. Like, if someone leaves a negative comment, oh my God, Lord forgive me, right? If somebody leave a negative comment, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to your page.
Yeah.
You left a comment about someone's lips, but yours are non-existent. Please get off my social media.
I bet you get that a lot of your industry though.
Oh my
I think it's
goodness.
such a
people
love to get their opinion on beauty in general.
I had a post go viral, and it was about
going viral is always the worst.
It is actually
the worst.
It's actually not a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. And it's made me curate my content in a completely different way.
Really? Okay.
Yes, because I feel like once upon a time, like everyone who doesn't want to go viral, right? Who doesn't want, you were in an industry where we need clients, and to need clients, you want people to know you need visibility. And so it's like, sometimes there are times where you want to create content that's going to get this level of like the goal is to go viral sometimes, right? But I got to the point where I was like, I don't want that, because it's like the stupidest stuff goes viral, or it could be a service that that's not even my main service. I don't want that to be the service that everybody wants to come in here and get. And now I'm flooded with people wanting to get this one particular service. And I'm like, no, please.
Like, let's reel it back.
Let's stop. Or else I usually don't do a lot of, celebrity analysis, like facial analysis. Okay. The content does.
I can see that fantastic. Going. I bet it does.
It does. People so love good.
To get their opinion.
I think I've done 2 or 3, and the 2 I did went viral, and I was like, okay. But it's like it tugs at my heartstrings, because like I do believe that people are entitled to do what they want, when they want, how they want, and there's no really one size fits all, especially without having a conversation with them. Yeah. Like if I knew that this is the particular look they were going for, I could help curate that particular look.
For sure.
But for me to say like, this is what I would do, even if it is. Yeah. It's still like a level of distastefulness. Like I might say it to my friends, right? But to say it on the internet to like, they're still a human. And and one of them actually reported one of my posts. So So, and it was very tasteful, but
that's viral. That's truly viral. Yeah.
And so it's like it's such a catch-22, because I feel like they do deserve their level of privacy too. And if they wanted this information to be out, then they would maybe put that information out. So I don't do it as much. I know that if I was to, it would do great, but the people are mean. And then people, oh my God, under the comments, that's probably where they really want to report, because people are so mean. Yes. They're so mean. And they say all the bad things about them. And it's just like, girl, hair this long. This is bad.
Hair this long is insane.
And you're over here talking about this millionaire.
You worried about the wrong thing.
You have
I have always said, I only have this much opinion about people who make more money than me. I don't have time to worry about their life, because I'm trying to get there. So,
and they apparently are doing something right.
It's working for them.
It's working.
We're all sitting here talking about them.
They're the topic right now of this actual post, where people are taking 10 to 15 minutes out of their day to write think pieces.
Paragraphs.
Yes. I'm telling you, I'm the queen of block and delete. I will look at it and be like, you know what?
No.
You had a lot of time. Me and one of my good friends, she's also an injector. Her name is Bree. We've been doing these, like, we call them like our little passion projects, where we go and we kind of do like a little girl chat on about like the aesthetic world, right? So we had one about Beyonce.
Love Beyonce.
The
girls tussle about Beyonce.
The girls fight about Beyonce. They do tussle.
I have to say I love Beyonce with a grain of salt, because people would think I'm not tussling about
They will
Beyonce.
Fight her for you. It's so like so we were saying actually really good things about Beyonce and how beautiful she looks naturally. How beautiful she looks, and whether or not it was natural. That's another conversation for another day, right?
It really is.
The girls are under the comments like, y'all are hating. I was like,
people are also delusional about Beyonce.
I said, is that what you got out of this conversation? Well, baby, think that.
You say Beyonce, you can say anything. I promise they'll find a reason to tussle. Like, I'm like, that's my girl. Like, I like her.
And I feel like Beyonce looks beautiful.
She does.
I think she looks so great. I feel like we don't talk about Kelly enough and how good
Kelly's
she looks.
Gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Angel.
Literally
gorgeous.
I feel like we don't give her flowers enough.
We don't. We really don't.
Like we're giving Kelly her flowers. You look beautiful.
Yeah, you look amazing.
Fantastic,
if you see this, because I know you will. Look,
come on,
you hear me?
Put it in
because I know you will.
You will.
You look amazing.
And whatever you're doing, We won't do a facial analysis on you, but we love everything that you're doing and keep doing it, please.
Whatever you're doing, if you like it, we love it. Don't.
So, yes.
Yeah, I love that. You are such a time.
Thank you.
I really, really enjoyed this. This was so fun.
It's like talking to the girls.
I know. That's always the vibe. I have to ask you before we go.
Yes.
Obviously, the podcast is called This Is Not Content. What is one thing you'll never post online?
Ooh, I will never post my... Ooh, give me a second. 30 seconds.
Think about it.
Because I feel like I have two. Can I say two?
Give us both.
Okay. So one, I never post any like fallouts or relationship or any, things like that online. I just don't think that's everyone's business.
Yeah, I agree.
From a business or beauty standpoint, I never post a bad experience. I'll never post a bad experience. Like I'll never
that you have with someone else.
That I have with a client. Like I'll never get
interesting.
on.
Okay.
And I don't have many. I think thank you God. But if I were to, I'd never get online and bash or talk bad about the clients and, what they do.
I think that's important. That's a really good standard.
Yes. I mean, the girls do some crazy things, but...
I can imagine. In your industry, I can imagine.
But I never say bad things about them because I feel like everyone has a time and a moment and a place where maybe that's what made sense to them. So.
I like that. So before we go, let the people know where they can find you, all the things.
So I am Dajah Barkley, better known as Daisy. You can find me on Instagram at Daisy, DAZY.The Health Lounge. You also can find me in Houston, Texas at The Health Lounge. It's Googleable.
I know that's right.
And on TikTok at Daisy, DAZ. And 6 Ys. And then also I'm doing, and I want to just invite you, I'm doing a martinis and microdoses.
I did see that. I'm a little nosy. I love
that. Be nosy. Me too.
I love that.
It'll be on Wednesday and we will be doing the things. We'll be doing Botox and fillers and everything. Botox in-house. And then we'll be talking about peptides and all the things that the girls don't talk about enough.
I'm so excited.
And we'll have martinis. Very important part.
Love a martini.
We'll have martinis.
I love that.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for watching This Is Not Content podcast. Make sure you like this video if you like this video and subscribe to the channel and follow us on Instagram at This Is Not Content Pod. And I will see you next time. Talk soon. Bye, friend.